So the other day I got in my truck and I noticed that my oil pressure was low all the way to the bottom. And this is my daily driver from work to home only. I don't really use it that much, only from work to home. And my oil pressure was working perfectly fine, so I say, you know what, it's probably gonna be my oil pressure sending unit, and which is located in the back of the distributor down there. It's a 1992 Silverado, by the way. And I was on the record taking it off and everything, but it's a very simple video, so I said, nah, I'm not. So I decided to go ahead and remove it, and boy oh boy was I wrong. So this is a fitting from what I was told. So it sits, let's just say it sits like this behind the distributor, and it sits like this, pretty much, yeah, like this. And your sensor goes in here, right? So there's a socket that goes on the sensor, but I couldn't use the socket because the firewall was hitting the back of the socket. So the only way to take these out is put some pliers. So when I grabbed the pliers and I tried to attempt to take it off, it broke. It bent and it broke, as you could tell. And I was more concerned of taking actual other piece that was inside stuck than replacing this. But boy was I wrong again. Taking it out was pretty actually easy. You just have to have the right tools. I used these extractors right here from Snap-on. There's a lot of extractors you can use, but just try to make sure you use, it doesn't have to be Snap-on. These are the ones I use, and specifically this one is the one I use. Let me try to focus it. It's not focusing right now, but there you go. This is the one I use specifically for that bolt, to take off. And it was quite simple. I'll show you right now, but pretty much it was in the back. It was broken. You pretty much, the only good part, I guess, if you want to say good part, is that this fitting right here is hollow from the inside, obviously, right? Because the oil goes in here and it goes to the sensor, right? So I guess I got lucky because I didn't have to use a drill bit to make a hole, because the hole was actually already there, right? So the only thing I did, let's just say, for example, this piece right here is the one that's stuck in the back. I lined it up, and I lined it up like that, and then just tapped it with a hammer. Not hard. I tapped it a little bit gentle a few times, and then with some pliers, little by little, I started turning it, and it turned right away. So like I said, I got lucky on it. It was a simple extraction. By the way, if you want to buy these, that's the item number for it. Like I said, it doesn't have to be Snap-on. As long as it's some good ones that won't break on you, because then you'll be in another pickle. But this right here, man, it was super hard to find this actual piece. I tried AutoZone, I tried O'Reilly's, I tried Pet Boys, I tried moms and pop stores. No one had this. I tried the Chevrolet dealership, and nope, they stopped making these ones a while back ago. So there were some units on Amazon that I guess would have worked. It does not look like nothing like this. I'll show you some images right now, but I like to keep everything original. So it took me about 2 to 3 days to find another one like this, and and it's actually called a fitting. That's what it's called because I drove out to the dealership, the Chevy dealership, and they told me it's a fitting. It's the proper name was oil pressure sensor unit fitting. That's what he told me. But like I said, no one has it unless you guys get lucky. eBay, I even tried eBay and no luck on eBay. So I managed to find one at the junkyard. And actually right now I have it soaking on gasoline to remove all the dirt and grime and grease from it. But yeah, it took me a couple of days to find it, but good things that I found it. And let me try to show you guys how to put it in. There it is. That's a good view. So give me a second, let me try to tap it in. I'll come right back. So this is how it looks after being tapped in. You see it? You pretty much put it right on top of the hole and you tap it in little by little. Not much, but tap it in. And then you twist off. So give me a second. Let me try to twist it off and I'll come right back. So I'm back and got some good news, guys. It's spinning. I don't know if you can tell, but it's coming off. Make sure you take your time. Don't try to rush it. Be right back again, guys. Sorry for all this. Pause and unpause. That's pretty much it. Look at that. So that empty hole right there that you see, that's where the fitting goes. And I'm gonna show you right now how, well, it's pretty much easy coasting from here. You put it in. After that, you pretty much put your oil pressure sending unit in it as well, right next to it. I'm connected, and that's pretty much it. But let me walk you through the steps. So pretty much here, I'm grabbing the fitting and I'm putting it in hand tight. And after that, I'm gonna grab my adjustable pliers and tighten it all the way. So pretty much right here, I got my adjustable pliers, tighten it all the way down. Make sure that you put this fitting the same way you took the other old fitting off. So like that, it'll be at a perfect angle. So like that, you could put your oil sending unit properly in and it won't obstruct or hit nothing else in the sides. Right now, I'm gonna grab my pliers and tighten up the oil sending unit. Yes, now I'm gonna clean all around it with some degreaser just in case. I doubt it'll leak. I can notice that it's leaking. Let me just grab some pliers and tighten it up a little bit and connect everything back together. Let me get some pliers. Pretty much, you guys. Let me just put everything back together, connect everything, and I'll come back. So pretty much I'm putting everything back together right now. I got my control module. And to be quite honest, my intentions was never to do all this work. I was just trying to take the oil sending unit to the side. Obviously it didn't work out. I threw some penetrating oil and it still wouldn't budge. So I ended up taking everything off so I could get a little bit more leverage with the pliers, and I ended up breaking it, the bolt, and using an extractor to get it out. But I'm glad everything worked out okay. I got the bolt out with the extractor tool, and right now pretty much putting everything back together. If you guys ever come into a situation like this, I believe only the old Silverados have that little fitting that broke on me. Make sure that if you come across one of those, make sure you just grab an extra set of pliers and hold the top of the fitting, and with the other pliers take out the sending unit, so like that it won't break or bend on you. Right now I'm gonna go ahead and put all the wires back together. I'm looking for the wire, I can't find it. Right now I'm gonna go ahead and put my cap and my rotor. My rotor looks a little bit dirty, but it's still good. My truck is running good. It's not misfiring or nothing like that. On my cap, I actually did it about a year and a half ago, or actually almost 2 years. With a marker, I ended up writing out the number of my spark plugs. So like that, I won't get confused if I were to take them off. And right now you'll see what I mean. And it's coming. I got my rotor on right there. It looks a little bit dirty, but it's still good. And I got my cap coming on right now with all the numbers. Bam, right there, like that. I won't get confused. Make sure I put all my wires back properly and in order. So pretty much right here, I'm tightening back up my cap with a screw right here, and then there's a screw right behind it. Then after that, I gotta put my wires back for my spark plugs. Then after that, that's pretty much it. Just go to the truck, turn it on, and to make sure that my oil pressure gauge is working properly in my dashboard. Now for the final step is putting all my spark plug wires back in order. That's why I used the marker, the white marker, and labeled them. Like 1 goes with 1, 2 goes with 2, 3 goes with 3, etc. and etc. I know a lot of people don't do this. I know a lot of people know it by heart or know it by memory. I don't, so this is a step that I take so I won't mess up, and like that I'll put everything back the proper way. If it bugs you, the residue of the white marker, acrylic I believe, you could use some tape. You grab tape, you put it on the wires and on the distributor cap right on it, and after you take everything off and you put everything back on, you could just remove the tape, and like that you'll leave no residue on the wires or on the cap. For me, it doesn't bother me. I'll just leave it like that, but everybody has their preference. And that's pretty much it, guys. My oil pressure gauge on my dashboard is working properly. I should have recorded before when it was indicating 0, but I didn't. I totally forgot. But yeah, it's working properly and it's working good. Thank you guys for watching.